Hey YouTube, how's it going? So today I'm gonna be making string bean chicken. It is one of my favorite menu items from Panda Express, and I'm gonna show you my lower calorie version of it. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get to it right away. Just to let you know, this recipe is gonna have a lot of ingredients. So instead of naming them one by one and being here for 75 hours, I'm gonna have everything in the description, but I will, name some things out as I'm going, okay? Let's get started. And the only things that we really need to chop here are gonna be the chicken thighs and the garlic. So keeping food safety in mind, we're gonna just crush the garlic real quick, peel it before we start touching chicken. That way we can use the same cutting board. Just give it a crush, remove the peel, and toss it into the mortar. Don't worry about chopping it because we're gonna pound it right now. Now we can freely work with the chicken. And in the chicken, we're just gonna chop it up into small little cubes, and we're gonna remove some of this excess fat that we have. We don't need all that, it's too much. Oh, I'm gonna get to chopping right now. Next step is let's season the chicken. This is a half tablespoon measure. This is ginger, half tablespoon, mustard, half tablespoon. This is onion powder, not granulated onion, onion powder. Although you could use either one. It's just easier to mix in this recipe. Half a tablespoon as well. And we're gonna be using a full tablespoon of cornstarch. Our tablespoon is actually 9 grams, so we're just gonna weigh it out just to be on the safe side. Alright, 9 on the dot. Now let's give it a nice mix. And our next step is going to be getting our sauce ready. So here I have 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. After the fish sauce, we're going to add a little bit of rice vinegar. Always add it slowly because you can always add, but you can never take it away once it's in there. Not to be exact, but as close as you can possibly get. And this one is going to be optional. Little chili sauce, that's where the spice will be coming from. Got about 10 grams in there. Next step is we're gonna get our garlic pounded, and I'm also gonna do some fresh black pepper. Since I'm doing it in the mortar, might as well get them both in there. As much pepper as you like, that's what I'm using. There's no measurement for the pepper, because like I always say, use pepper to your taste. Alrighty, now let's get this all together. I had never done garlic and pepper at the same time. It was an interesting smell. It actually smells really, really nice. Because usually I'll grind the ginger in here, and then I just use my grinder for the pepper. But today I decided to try them together. This will be the final ingredient for our sauce. That will be the sauce that we use. With a quick little mix. We have in here salty, bitter, spicy, a little bit of everything. Give it the smell taste, smells amazing. Okay, now we have all our items ready, and now the cooking will come together pretty quickly, so let's get to cooking. We're gonna cook the chicken here. If you're wondering why I'm using such a tiny little pan, it's because I'm gonna use oil. I normally don't use oil, so if I use a smaller pan, I can get a better frying effect using a smaller amount of surface area. And over here, we're gonna cook our cauliflower rice. Here I have 1 tablespoon of oil or 14 grams. Again, this is something I normally don't use, but I mean, if you're over here spraying your 0 calorie sprayed oil to get that amount of oil, it's definitely never gonna be 0 calories. So I would suggest for a plate like this, just go ahead and count in the oil calories. It'll be worth it. You definitely wanna get a nice fry. And if you notice, it's just 1 tablespoon. Now let's wait for them to heat up. Okay, let's start with the cauliflower. And like I've said in the past, cauliflower has a lot of liquid in it, so I like to make sure I keep it as dry as possible so then it can absorb all the sauce from the chicken. And the cauliflower has absolutely no oil, nothing. We're just keeping it in the non-stick. Spread it out as best as you can. And the only thing we're gonna add to the cauliflower, besides the peas, is just a small pinch of salt. So let's wait for the oil to get a bit hotter before we move forward. Okay, and as you see for the oil, we're starting to get some smoke now. I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer before I put it in, but that's what we're looking for. And I wanna get a little more smoke because once we get the chicken in here, it's gonna drop the temperature. So I'm gonna wait for it to get a little bit higher before I drop it down. Alright, I think that's a good amount of smoke now. Let's go in 1 piece at a time. Be careful because this will get splashy. We're gonna do this one in batches. We're gonna get 2 batches done. Absolutely no need to rush this one. Move around the cauliflower. Cauliflower is looking nice and dry now, so we're gonna add the peas. Move the chicken around. They will tend to want to stick together, but try to break them apart. And we're not cooking them all the way yet. We just want to get a quick little fry. On the second cooking, we'll get it all the way through. Okay, that's about fine for now. It's almost like a quick little sear on both sides before we finish it off. And again, there's no salt in here because our sauce is very salty. And at this point, I'm turning off the cauliflower rice. It is done. Let's give it a quick little stir, moving it around, and we're gonna plate the cauliflower now. Okay, don't forget your multitasking. So now let's flip the chicken over. Make sure, like I said, break them apart. Don't let them stick together. Alrighty, and on this side we're going to prepare a new pot. That's where we're going to finish the chicken with the sauce. For the time being, we're going to return this chicken. Let them finish cooking in here. Let it crisp up just a little bit more. And I know the chicken is looking very crowded, but the point of this, or the goal for me, is to try and get as crispy as I can. You know, that panda style where they, you know, put it in cornstarch with the minimal amount of oil. Obviously, if I deep fry these, they will be a million times better, but that's exactly what we're avoiding. For something like this, you definitely want to use chicken thighs because, you know, they get a little overcooked. So if you use breast, it's just too dry, even though we're adding sauce. Alright, looking good, looking good. Picking up a very nice color. Alright, on this end, I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of avocado. I already have the pan heating. Drop our green beans in here. Best way to add volume to your meals is add vegetables, no doubt about it. Alright, let's continue. Toss that in, turn it off. Alright. Little bit of oil, might as well toss it in, especially since we weighed our oil. Very last step here, add all of our sauce. And let's remember our sauce has raw garlic in it, so you definitely want to give it a moment to cook out. I'm going to lower the heat some. This is just about cooking out the garlic, letting it absorb the sauce, and we're pretty much all done here. And after I trimmed the chicken, it ended up being 10 ounces of chicken. Just to let you guys know, about 280 grams. Ooh, the garlic smells delicious. All right, and we're all done here. So now I'm gonna meet you guys at the table. But before, I'll give you guys a nice close-up of this. Ooh, kinda wish they had it like this. At this calorie level, at least. This is the power of cooking at home. Hey YouTube, so here we have it. This is my attempt, my take on Panda Express's string bean chicken. Mine, I mean, not to brag, but I think it smells better, it looks better, and I know for a fact I got probably like half the calories that they have just by looking at it. So now let's give it a try because I'm pretty damn hungry. And we all know Asian food is always better in a bowl and with chopsticks where you can just shove it in and get the food good. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Even though we added no salt, because of the oyster sauce and the fish sauce, it is beautifully salted. It's nice and silky feeling with the sauce. You can taste the vinegar, the spice, the salty, a little bit of sour. It's amazing. It hits all the points. The only thing I didn't add was any kind of sweet, the sugar or anything, but I didn't think this plate needed it. I'm drooling as I'm speaking. This is so delicious. And yeah. Totally recommend it. Hope you guys try it. Just a tip, if you've never cooked with fish sauce, it's amazing, but if you've never cooked with it, don't smell it at first. It's a bit strong, but what it does to your food is just out of this world. Hey guys, and then let me know if there's any kind of food from your favorite restaurants, could be Panda, could be wherever you want, that you want me to try to make a lower calorie version. I'll do my best with it to try and get the taste the same or close, maybe even better, because in my opinion, this one was better. So thanks for chilling with Henny. Press like if you did like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and let me know what you guys think. Write it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.